little tired from all our adventuring. Is it because we're always on the road? Pirates heard that sitting down and reading a book could be a good way to unwind. Huh. Since we're not too busy at the moment, why don't we visit the Knights of Avonius' library? Maybe we'll find something simple but fun to read.
Thank you for all of that, Paimon. Hello everyone. Hello Sage, hello Weeb Trash. How are you all doing tonight? So, I take it there's an event. It's the, this one, yeah? Yeah. I will worry about that another time. Give me this. Yeah, good luck going for Nouvellette, Weeb. Hello, Wind. Welcome. Alright, so I think first things first, we are going to do some pulls here. Cause I have pulls. Nouvellette, please. Please, Nouvellette. Please. Hydro Dragon, please come home. Alright, let's see if Standard has anything for us. Wait, what? You guys manifested this by talking about Skyward Spine in chat. Okay then. No, I'm not complaining. I cannot complain about a 5-star weapon. I'm just... now manifested on Sage's account to give it to Xiangling. Would say Raiden weapon, but the catch is better. I also don't have Raiden, so there's that. Got Diona a few days ago. Nice! Alright, so I think what we're gonna do is wrap up this event and then continue with the world quest. +40 pity now? Oh boy. Before I do this. Gimme. Easiest way to mine. Love it. funds until 4.2 for Charlotte. Oh, good luck. Now you want Clara. I love Clara. She's adorable. She's precious. Yeah, now that I got Himiko off of standard, I'm probably gonna use my 300 on standard on Clara. Unless I get her before I hit the 300 too. Lady Fossilor, please have mercy. Let's go check on him. Hopefully he hasn't been taken away by the guards. Oh god. Hey, you're back. You missed out on something hilarious now. Something hilarious? What happened? Just now, I brought the retrieved jellyfish and waited here for Mr. Augero's, I don't know, inspection, but before he could show up, some of my buyers did. They told me that ever since releasing the first several batches of jellyfish, they felt refreshed, and their business has been going super well. They thought it must have been a blessing from the heavens for doing a good deed, so they came back to buy more to release. How are you still selling them? He catches them, Mr. Kessian sells them, and the buyers release them again. Hey, is this your way of making money? What? No, how could I? I don't want any more trouble with the guards. I spent ages telling them that releasing the jellyfish does more harm than good, but they simply wouldn't listen. They just believed that their luck was due to what they consider to be a good deed. They even believed that my bad luck was due to keeping the jellyfish in captivity. Just what are they thinking? Anyway, while we argued, he arrived and immediately took them into custody. You reap what you sow. In the end, was carelessly releasing these creatures without first understanding their habits and ecology really for the creatures, or just for their own good luck? They were also taken into custody by the guards. Seems like they didn't get much luck out of it in the end. Ha! Speaking of which, thanks to you, the guards have now waived my jail sentence. In addition to the compensation I promised you, I also have a little memento for you. Please take it. Takes out a jellyfish ball. Huh? Are those also violet glow jellyfish? Why do they look so much smaller than the ones we caught before? Yep, they are smaller specimens. I picked out a few suitable specimens from the storage warehouse yesterday. There were more specimens than there were assignment numbers, though, so I figured I might as well give you some as a memento. As for the rest, I'll continue breeding them and find a way to integrate them into natural environments. Oh, and I'm also planning on keeping a few of the violet glow jellyfish to investigate their clustering and glowing behavior. Well, they do look pretty cute. Whoa, wait! Don't you dare think about releasing them! Relax. If I release them, it will be within the confines of my teapot. Manifesting Jade Wing Spear. Manifesting! Alright. So... that is that event done, I suppose. That counted for 3 1/3 things. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. Now, on with this quest. We got to hit up all the funky, messed up water cubes. purple now. If Inazuma has taught me anything, it is that purple water is deadly. Want Skyward Harp for Amber, good luck. Huh? Why can't we get into this water body? Looks like there's no other choice. Let's look around. Maybe we can find another way. Weird. Let Amber cook. Yes, let her.
The wind rises.
Grape juice. Ah! Crap. Crap. I messed up. Evil grape juice. Deadly grape juice.
Too slow.
Got an EM onset goblet for Toma today. Nice. Those slimes just fell.
I leap. Think you can bully me? Truth repeats its course.
Oh yo, let Amber cook.
Break a leg. Scratch. Look at you, Boozle. Shaking ass.
Squall and fury. Upon the gale.
Whoa. Transformed allogravity condensed water body, a dangerous liquid that has been modified somehow by the energy flowing from the condensation components. If you remain within such a liquid for too long, you will accumulate turbulent energy flow. If you hit the accumulation limit, all your characters will drown. Jeez, okay. Ah! Ah! Forbidden grape juice for real. That was, frightening. Alright.
Behold!
It's too short, he has to jump. I'm supposed to be going... Ah. Weapon banner is a scam, but a very tempting one. This is true. This is very, very true. Oh god. In the forbidden grape juice again. Now here's a question. How is it that all of my characters will drown when this guy doesn't even breathe? Maybe it makes him malfunction.
The wind rises.
Grape juice gets into the joints. Makes him all sticky. He can't swim.
Quit following me. Behold! Squall and Fury!
Headcanon will always be that he's a ball-jointed doll. Heck yeah. Hoyo is cowards for not giving him more obvious ball joints. I mean, if you look at his old design, you can see them on his wrists. So like, there should be more. It should be more obvious, please. For me. Do it for me. I look at like Herta or like Prometheus from Honkai 3rd, and I'm just like, why can't Scaramouche look like that? Back into the forbidden grape juice. Oh god. Oh, it's right here. gonna be able to get in there. Okay. I'm gonna have to come down from up above. Unfortunate. Slowly becoming a Nouvellette main? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Would love to see it. Back at it again, and the evil grape juice doesn't work. Wind's not beating the Nouvellette enjoyer allegations. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? Ah, crap. I got so distracted by that. What the heck is that? That's a bad angle. What is that? Don't tell me, actually. I wanna find it on my own, but like flashbacks to the giant ruin guard. Oh god. Not again. Oh god, am I in a maze? Ah! Oh shit, here we go again. Bro, the first ruin golem, I was like so thoroughly convinced that it was going to wake up and attack me at any moment. I was so terrified of it.
Swollen Fury!
Don't worry, it doesn't fight you. You don't think? Oh god. I mean, if it did fight you, I kind of figure, like, they would have showed it off in a trailer. And they didn't do that, so... Alright. No more forbidden grape juice. Bro, every time we get to, like, shoot from one of those, I'm like, I look around and try to find Celestia, and try to aim towards Celestia, and none of the ruin golems can aim towards Celestia. They're all facing away from it. So rude. I want to attack. Only crisp cube water. That Mr. Knacker really knows how to create trouble for others, just like that boss of his, Edwin Eastinghouse. What are you doing here, Raimondo? We really can't catch a break here. Not only did the explosion break off the condensing components of the device, but it also destroyed the self-sustaining system of the inhibitor. I feel like that's for lore reasons. Yeah, probably. I'm about to remove the 2 backup pneumocia cores in the experimental field generator and use them to supply energy to the inhibitor. When can we go to Celestia? I want to talk for real! Luckily this big fella can't move, otherwise we wouldn't even have time to run. Paimon, why would you say that? It's just not moving right now, you mean? Hey, knock on wood. Don't say things like that. What if it actually starts moving? Don't worry, its main source of energy is that big chunk of Archeum behind it. Although the Archeum has transformed it to an activated state, the explosion damaged all of the energy supply lines, so it's lost all of its energy supply. Huh? The Archeum kinetic core should have been right here. Where did... hold on. You said that the Pneumosia cores were a backup energy source. And isn't the activation condition for backup energy sources the complete loss of energy? Oh. Uh-oh. Yep. I knew this was coming. Whoa, the big guy's moving! Ah! I knew it would move from the start. And you scoundrel, what did you do to this thing? Only you can turn it off now.
Gears of the storm.
But not to worry. There are only 2 Pneumosia cores powering it right now. You to say, fly like this.
Know your place.
Your grand finale. Observe. Dare to mess with me? Have fun with
It stopped. I almost one-cycled that. Or one rotation, rather. I knew you could do it. Quick, grab these 2 cores. Let's go hook up the power. Just like before, you go connect the energy source and I'll adjust the device. Oh, is the audio loud? Hold up. Better? Let me turn it down some more. That should be better, hopefully. Sorry, I'm like messing around with the audio settings lately. It's been messing things up. I'm sorry. I apologize. Finally, it's stabilized. The Archeum has transformed into an inert state. We and the Fontaine Research Institute are safe for now, but it seems there are ever more secrets. As for the things you'd like to know, I will be happy to answer, but not right now. What I can tell you now, based on my hypothesis, is that Mr. Knacker stole the Archeum kinetic core and triggered this small explosion. But before explaining in too much detail, we should return to the Institute and place the proper notation and partitions into this interlude. Or at the very least, we need to stop Miss Journalist from getting more deeply involved. The Archeum kinetic core is connected to too many other matters, and we must handle it in complete confidentiality. So, I would like you to cooperate with my work. Cooperate with your work? You're not saying to play along with your lies, are you? I just noticed Paimon has this little title now. The scarier something is, the more you should share it with others. Then we can all work together to deal with it faster. If you do 11 plunging attacks against the big wheel boss, you get an achievement. Oh my god. I have my doubts about that, you two. Every matter has its own way of being dealt with, and in this instance, we must first call for silence. But I promised that I would never have you steer from your moral standards or demand that you have the same standard of behavior as we do. All I ask is for you to remain quiet. You need not do anything else. You might be wondering why I would have you remain silent while telling you the truth. I'll just come out and say it now. Your coming here is the only good fortune that our institute has had in nearly 100 years. No matter what happens or what the cost is, we must maintain good relations with you. I'm sure Mr. Choiseul feels the same way. Is telling the truth also a cost as far as you're concerned? Yeah, you're only just telling us the truth now, which you should have done ages ago. Just what sort of cost is that? Dear Sir, Paimon, just telling the truth honestly is, in truth, the greatest price one can pay. Let's go back. I ask sincerely for your understanding and to provide all necessary cooperation. The new Fatui enemy's mask reminds you of a Lecter mask? Interesting. I haven't run into them yet. Yeah, Razor could solo Celestia. Big agree. We can, should, must, and will attack Celestia. Why am I still navigating to this? I just realized that. Stop that. Whoa, there's something up here? Hello? There's been something up here the whole time? Hold up. Hold up, we gotta do that real quick. Let's go, Madame Farzan!
Historical artifact. Never mind.
Miss Crony, everything we do is in the best interests of the people of the court of Fontaine. So what you're saying is that the Fontaine Research Institute predicted the explosion just now? Are you kidding? Do you think I'm a gestionnaire? You can't hoodwink me that easily. I think Monsieur... Too many words. I think Monsieur Choiseau has expressed himself clearly enough. The situation is still under control. The status quo of the court of Fontaine will not be adversely affected. Now, allow me to make a statement explaining the events that really occurred. That's enough, mister. I don't believe you for a second. You should have seen everything, right? I'm begging you. Tell me the truth. I feel like getting on the Institute's bad side would be a bad thing. Let's cooperate with Raimondo for now. No need to bother him anymore, Miss Crony. Allow me to explain the truth. Don't even think of trying to get away with it, Mr. Raimondo. I saw the Archeum with my own eyes. This explosion must have been caused by it. Did you not repeatedly emphasize before that all the Archeum had been properly processed and disposed of? Just what are you hiding? I haven't hidden anything. This explosion was always a controllable hazard removal directional blast. Controllable hazard... Wait, hazard removal? What? Mind you all, don't bite your tongues on that. It basically means to use small, controlled blasts to quickly remove Archeum fragments, with the goal of activating the experimental field generator as quickly as possible. But I couldn't have imagined that Mr. Knacker would steal the Archeum kinetic core needed to start the experimental field generator. Not only that, but he intentionally activated that large chunk of Archeum, using it to draw our attention while he made his escape. So, is that the ploy you came up with just now? To dump all the blame onto a researcher who could be dead right now for all you know? I mean, it was his fault, though. He did do that. I think what you really want is to hide, I think what you really want to hide is that you are completely incapable of dealing with the Archeum. The Archeum is still a major threat to the court of Fontaine. Ridiculous. A person's life isn't something you can throw away to help spread your own lies. I have already told you the truth, Miss Crony. Please listen to a final word of advice. It takes only the slightest bit of effort to fixate on something, but it always takes more brain power to avert your gaze from it. Enough. I won't listen to another word you say, nor will I dwell on it. Your words, deeds, and all the facts concealed by the Institute will be reported on in the next issue of the Steambird. Good day, gentlemen. Miss Crony strides away from the Fontaine Research Institute. Thank goodness, that's finally over with. Oh, and thank you too. I just did what I should. Ah, such humility. In this day and age, those who do what they should are already outstanding. You didn't make assumptions about whether something is good or bad based on your subjective thoughts. Instead, you think carefully about what you do and say for the sake of the greater good. Truly an excellent person. But is this really okay? Paimon still thinks that we should tell everyone the truth. There's no need to bear such a heavy burden. You only cooperated after listening to my repeated entreaties. I am a senior technician of the Fontaine Research Institute, and the responsibility for this matter falls squarely on me and me alone. But Miss Crony said... She has already obtained the truth she wants for herself. I wish her well. But as for us, we still have much to be concerned about. For example, the whereabouts of Mr. Knacker and the Archeum kinetic core. But shouldn't we first give you a few awards as well, Monsieur Choiseul? Right. Let's take another group photo together. The one we took before had an unseemly explosion in the background. This new photo must be decent enough to be worthy of your status as our honorary senior researcher. Choiseul and Raimondo stand in the same position as before, and an Institute researcher takes a photo for everyone. Perfect. Look at us. A decent bunch of decent people. The scene just isn't explosive enough. Hey, stop it! No more exploding. Any more explosions and Paimon will have nightmares. I'm sorry, Paimon. This certificate and trophy are for you. I'll post a copy on the Institute bulletin board later. I hope our researchers will follow your example. On this path, we must strive to take the lead, overcome all obstacles, and put in 120% of our... I actually have more questions for you. Of course, I know what you want to ask. Even though your questions are all, extremely complicated, I'm willing to answer them. In any case, I believe we'll have more opportunities to work together in the future, honorary senior researcher. Quest complete. Is there something I can help you with? Why do you think that Knacker is still alive? Considering the interests of the Institute and my personal point of view, I do, in fact, hope that both he and the Archeum kinetic core were obliterated in that explosion. That would mean that the last traces of Edwin Eastinghouse's influence here would be gone for good. But like I said earlier, that explosion was actually a small-scale Archeum fragment resonance. Moreover, most of the Archeum fragments in the explosion radius were ore waste that had been fully depleted of energy. Logically speaking, even if a large Archeum chunk had gone out of control, causing the ore waste to resonate, such a violent explosion should not have occurred. The only possibility is that someone specially collected Archeum that has not been depleted from other areas and piled them here. They then overloaded that large archaeum chunk on purpose to create an archaeum resonance, so as to trigger an explosion to cover up certain traces that would have existed otherwise. Knacker has always conducted research with Edwin and has a good understanding of the nature of archaeum. It wouldn't take him much effort to do something like this. Still, that's just my preliminary conjecture. As for what happens next, we'll need to wait for the Research Institute to conduct a more detailed investigation. But why did he steal this core? This archaeum kinetic core is the most cutting-edge technology created by the Fontaine Research Institute to date. It wouldn't be a bad idea to sell it or use it in the development of another project. But considering his level of academic expertise, I would rather he sell this archaeum kinetic core for a good price. About the archaeum kinetic core. Before we discuss this further, I believe Mr. Knacker or Miss Crony must have mentioned something to you already. They must have told you that my research projects and those of Edwin Eastinghouse had some overlap. But this is not entirely accurate. In fact, this archaeum kinetic core is the fruit of my joint research with him. In theory, if we constantly inject this kinetic core with enough energy, it can easily allow the experimental field generator to run at full power. After creating this core, we both realized a problem. We could barely find any way to keep injecting it with enough energy to keep it at maximum power. Edwin and I tried powering it with a mixture of pneumosia and archaeum energy, or by connecting large numbers of archaeum cores in series to create a superpowered group, but neither worked. That was the situation until we found that giant archaeum. Although it was always in an inert state, Edwin and I were certain that this ore had unprecedented purity. We believed that with the right treatment, this ore could definitely output the large amount of energy we needed. But then Edwin and I had a disagreement. I offered up a more conservative proposal, but he wanted to solve the problem rather more quickly. You should know everything else that happened after that. I see. About Edwin. He was a genius in the field of scientific research. It's no exaggeration to say that his talent was only second to our first director, Elaine Guillotine. At the same time, he was an inhuman monster. Nothing mattered to him other than his scientific research. Edwin was willing to do anything or pay any price to advance his research. He once told me that research results were the only remuneration he needed. He said, "I don't need any remuneration. To me, research itself is the best reward." However, even though Edwin was a pure researcher, the people under him were all experts, in furthering their own interests, that is. Some secretly sold research assets, some plagiarized research results, and some used his name to scam others. They ruined the Fontaine Research Institute's reputation, little by little. Like I said before, as long as his research could advance, Edwin wouldn't do anything about this. In this way, they used Edwin's name to take all the Institute's resources for themselves. The Institute could only continue to conduct detailed reviews on the personnel and funding of Edwin's project team. Mr. Choiseul led many of these review operations personally. However, in the mouths of such people, these actions were construed as bureaucratic arrogance and distrust of researchers. More and more conflicts took place between us, and no one knew how to resolve them. But now, those conflicts no longer exist. About the current situation. Haha, your question is not a technical one, but rather an administrative one. I think you should ask Mr. Choiseul about this instead. Boo. Why do you think Knacker stole the core? Do you still remember me flipping through the pictures Miss Crony took in the ruins? There's one of Knacker working in front of the suppression device. It's quite blurry, but I'm quite certain that his actions are definitely not part of any operational procedure. That doesn't really mean anything, though. Maybe a thief came flying across from the nearby mountain and stole the core. That's most definitely impossible. The energy flow of the Archeum here is the best anti-theft measure there is. No ordinary person can withstand it. Besides, the timing of the experimental field generator's activation is simply too perfect. It cannot be a mere coincidence. I have a preliminary conjecture. Knacker, or should I say the one who stole the energy core, likely removed the Archeum kinetic core early on, activating the backup energy source. However, pneumosia cores are relatively inefficient energy sources, and they have to keep up a continuous output of energy to reach the activation threshold of this contraption here. Hence, this person intentionally activated that large Archeum chunk, creating a modest but rather noticeable explosion. This way, when the Institute sent someone to investigate, they would be certain to fix the Archeum inhibitor first. And by the time they realized that they'd have to go to the experimental field generator to retrieve the backup energy supply, the generator would have already finished charging. From a technical perspective, such a modus operandi is highly probable, and those within the Institute capable of doing this would only be Edwin, Mr. Knacker, and myself. I doubt Edwin had the opportunity to do anything to that effect, which leaves two remaining suspects, myself and Mr. Knacker. Maybe this was all you're doing then. Yeah, you said that Knacker lied, but you've also been lying all along. Maybe this was all just part of your plan, and you tricked us into escorting you here so you could grab whatever it was you wanted. Your accusation is not entirely baseless. After this, I will also apply for and submit myself to the Institute's credibility review. As far as I'm concerned, though, Mr. Knacker is the one more likely to have committed this act. If this really was his doing, then he should be the one the one with the most to gain from it. Even if I am listed alongside him as a suspect, his chances of being convicted are certainly greater than mine. Ah, if it isn't our honorary senior researcher, welcome. Can I help you with anything? Or have you come to help me with something instead? About the Institute's current state. Everything is good. It's better than ever. Now that egomaniac Edwin is gone, the gang of thieves under him no longer exists either. More importantly, the Institute has a chance to be reborn. We can take off the shackles and burdens of the past to focus wholeheartedly on building our foundations once again. That is, to work hard for the well-being of all the people of the court of Fontaine. I'm currently gathering some people and preparing a code of conduct for our organization. It will include principles on the use of funds, research asset management methods, and ethical standards that should be observed in scientific research and work. All research-related behavior at our institute will have relevant rules and provisions. Ah, what a wonderful future. It's simply the best. Alright. Do you and Raimondo run things together? No, to be precise, we deal with affairs related to different areas. Raimondo is responsible for getting scientific work and research back on track, and I'm responsible for everything apart from that. For example, I'm responsible for arranging funds related to manpower, quarterly budget allocations, reaccommodating visitors, and getting rid of those journalists, together with Raimondo. But our main goal remains the same, to rebuild the Fontaine Research Institute and work hard for the well-being of all the people of the court of Fontaine. Alright. This man planned weddings in a past life. 1 second. Let me grab a water bottle. Alright. Let me see. We could do this quest. I wonder what is, what's, interfering with it? Reborn in the land of grievances. What the fuck? I don't have that! I don't know what that is. This quest requires a significant amount of time to complete. Alright then. Hello, Buttercup. It is Genshining well. Alright. To the Fortress of Meripede. Hello, Darcy. Hello, sir, and hello to your cute companion, Dirty Face Darcy, at your service. But it says Pretty Face. Dirty Face? That's right, just call me Dirty Face Darcy. They used to call me Pretty Face Darcy on the outside, but that nickname is just so lame. Please, just call me Dirty Face instead. Oh, that's just a cool nickname. I wash my face every day. You don't have to stand all the way over there. Okay, any news? Too bad it's not time for pancration yet. Let me think. How about this? Why don't I take you to have some fun? A few folks have locked horns over the chance to go outside. I had no idea those Fontaine Research Institute guys could dish it out like that. I'm guessing they'll be here any minute now. What do you think? Think of it as an opening act before the real pancration match starts. Wanna check it out? Okay, let's go then. Let's go. Not quite what I was expecting, not gonna lie. Hey, SDN. I've brought 2 new friends with me. Your new friends may have come at a bad time. See that? They're gonna be at it for a while. That's a cool outfit you got. That's an unscientific way of keeping score. Besides, the participants were unsupervised. Is that any way to produce convincing results? I'm calling for a reassessment. This is a competition. Of course we should have a refined system and fair rules. Participants who don't follow the rules should be disqualified. Is soft pity for light cone banner 64? I have no idea. Thought you had to complete the other stuff, but then it mentioned a quest you hadn't even picked up yet. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. Interested to see my reaction to this quest? Alright. You talk a good game. I'd expect nothing less from someone who's been through the ringer. If you're referring to the fraudulent thesis case, I've already made my point several times now. The case is still under investigation. It's useless to try and attack my character with something like that. If you say so. After all, you're the only one who knows the truth. Oh, it's Genevieve and Rave again. Probably not pronounced Rave. It's probably like Rave or something. But, I don't know. Rave. I'll talk to you about my thing later then. I'm gonna bounce for now. I'll leave my 2 new friends to you. Darcy makes a dash for it. He left us just like that? Some guide. Paimon gives him 0 stars. 0. Mr. Guard, as the organizer, it's not exactly proper for you to stay out of this discussion of rules, is it? Haha, this is just a game to pass the time. How was I supposed to know you'd all get so riled up over it, let alone take it this seriously? Right, why don't we introduce the rules of the game to the new players? A game? I'm definitely gonna win. There's no game the two of us can't win. Wait a sec, we still don't know what the game even is yet. Don't try and change the subject. We're already halfway through the game, and they don't even know the fundamental rules. They can't just join in now. So, what are you guys playing? Coupon Millionaire. Paimon has never heard of such a game. Of course not. This is just what the heartless guards play to make fun of us. Everyone loses, and I'm sure you know who wins. That's not true. You work to earn coupons during the game, and the one that has the most coupons will get an even better reward from me. So everyone wins, but one person wins more than the rest. A reward better than coupons? What could it be? In Darcy's words, a chance to be under the sun. Some of our periodic checks need to be performed outside, and I get to decide who gets these jobs. It wouldn't be very interesting if I just picked based on my preference. So I created Coupon Millionaire, and those who want to go outside are free to sign up. Whoever gets the most coupons wins the game. If you feel that your strength alone will be insufficient, you can find others to group up with. As for how you earn coupons, I don't care about that. As far as games go, the rules are really vague. It's part of the strategy. Does the Fontaine Research Institute not have similar games? Recommend a schmovement team for this quest. There's a lot of running around. Oh boy. How about you, Darcy's new friends? Sorry everyone, but I'm gonna win. It's not impossible to come back from behind, but only those who have the means will be able to do it. As for them, SDN, maybe you should arrange a special competition for children. Wow. Children's competition. Paimon doesn't know who you are, but you shouldn't underestimate us. We've seen some things. It's just a game, and we're gonna cruise through it. No, I will definitely be the biggest winner. Hello? Oh wow, a real child. What are you doing here? And a confident one at that. What are you doing in the Fortress of Maripede? That's what Cater said, and he's never lied to me. What are you all doing here? You again, SDN? I didn't break any rules, did I? In fact, I even increased everyone's work efficiency, and that should be to my credit. You know what I mean. Know your place, SDN. You're a guard, and you should use your powers to make them obey you. I have my way of doing things. And you... Noise? Noise? I still don't know how to pronounce French. Miraculously, I have not miraculously learned how to pronounce French names in the last however long it's been since the last time I tried to pronounce one. It's been some time since you arrived here at the fortress. You should try blending in a little more. Laziness, apathy. I will restore order here, starting with you. Stop this gathering and go back to what you were doing. I am not as lenient as SDN. If I'm going to restore order, then punishments are a must. I don't think you want to know what they are. Are there things that even I don't know? I jest. You don't need to waste any of your time on this game that we play to kill time. The fortress is huge, and I'm sure there are other things that require your attention. I don't need you to remind me. He leaves. Genevieve and Rave return to their respective companions, blah blah blah. Finally, being serious can be a virtue, but being overly serious is something else. Anyway, now that the annoying guy is gone, will you join the game, Darcy's new friends? What sort of person leaves their friends behind anyway? We aren't his friends. In fact, Paimon's gonna use his uncool nickname to address him. That pretty face is a jerk. Huh, wait a minute. That nickname doesn't sound all that mean. Alright then, what should we call you? Call me Paimon, and this is the Traveler. As for the game, we'll need more time to think about this. Sure, if you change your mind, please feel free to talk to me. Actually, where did that little girl go? Why are there children that young in Fort Mirapede? Paimon's really intrigued. Yeah, what is a kid doing here? Alright, hold up. Let me throw together a movement team. Here's the answer to my question. Oh, about if kids are ever born in the fortress, since there's people who just don't leave. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Alright, so, movement. Yalan.
It's time to pull the trigger.
Lynette.
Is it time for a magic show?
Sayu would probably be a good option. Do I need, like, up and down movement, or is it just, like, running around? Also, yeah, that guard is a jerk.
Can I go catch up on my sleep?
Oh, we could make this even more movement. Some up and down, mostly running around. Alright. Yeah. Maximum zoomies!
Too slow. The wind rises.
There you are. Oh, you again. And you're, are you a bird, little one? A bird? Paimon doesn't look like a bird. Indeed, Paimon, you don't. That's so strange. You can fly, but you're not a bird. Are you an evil dragon? Or an evil dragonling? The way you eat and your thirst for wealth certainly fits the bill. No, they don't. Anyway, he's the traveler, and Paimon's name is Paimon. Forgot about Dia / Rosaria. Yeah, but you can't keep track of what time it is in the fortress. So... anyways, he's the traveler, and Paimon's name is Paimon. What's your name? I'm... Lenoir? Will you please tell me whether the evil sorcerer is still here? The evil sorcerer? Yeah, with black clothes and a staff that has branches sticking out of it. Cater said that I mustn't get spotted by that sorcerer or things will get very bad. Is it the person that we just saw? Yep, Paimon thinks so too. Must have been a guard, right? So, who's this bad sorcerer? Estienne or the other guy? Estienne is a good sorcerer. He brought me flowers when he returned last time. They had the same color as my skirt. Aww. Then Cater taught me to put them into books to make pressed flowers. That way, my books will smell nice too. Is that what they call the fragrance of knowledge? The other guy, then. No plot twist? Boring. Just what kind of story are you looking for, anyway? You read it like Lenore. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be pronounced, but that's a reasonable assumption. Hello, Hannah Stein. Welcome, welcome. Anyway, the evil sorcerer's gone now. Still, why's a little kid like you in the fortress of Mirapede? I've always been here. Why does everyone ask me that? It's so strange. Don't you two have your own home, too? Home is where your family is. Home is wherever we are together, oh god. That's what Cater said, too, which is why I have a home that I don't know about. How do you call a place that you don't know home? Wait, I can't? That's a toughie. But I'm sure Cater knows the answer. He knows a lot of things, and a lot of stories. Might Cater, by any chance, be a kid who looks about the same age as you? Nope, he's a lot taller than me. Taller than you, and taller than the evil sorcerer. But I think he's afraid of the evil sorcerer. He lost his sword, and the evil sorcerer has a powerful staff, so he hides when the evil sorcerer comes out. As Tignari says, if you press a flower between sheets of paper, you can make an attractive bookmark. This is true. This cater sounds mysterious. And maybe Lenoir is just too young? She hasn't been very clear about herself at all. Maybe this cater knows more? Guess we can go meet him. We want to meet Cater. Will you take us to see him? Sure, but it's too soon to go back. I want to explore this place while the evil sorcerer isn't here. Will you come with me? Let's go. Let's go. The Bow Wow house is just up ahead. I've never been inside though. Cater wouldn't let me. You can sometimes hear bow wow sounds from inside. Maybe that's because there are lots of furry monsters in there. It's a dangerous place. Whoa, an eremite. Little Skylark, why are you here? Careful now, or the evil sorcerer might catch you and put you in a cage. The evil sorcerer isn't here right now. I'm not afraid. Haha, good, atta girl. Those who come here frequently will walk around this thing in circles. Nizami said this is a boxing dummy. If you can't earn its approval, then you can't enter the Bow Wow house. Wow! Now you can go take on the furry beasts. Oh my god, this is funny. Ouch! I'm sorry, are you alright? What happened? It's the evil sorcerer's magic. We'll be trapped if we get caught in it. Sorry, the light's broken, and this expert here isn't anywhere near as good as he claimed. Is she everyone's communal daughter? Maybe so. I never said such a thing. Oh, it's you. It's alright, you're a good sorceress. But that bright light really hurt my eyes. So you're not denying that you're an expert? I would never. That's not what you told Galvana. The fourth said that this is a noise box that transforms evil into good. Turning off the noise box elsewhere is very dangerous because it might attract the evil sorcerer. The fourth? Let's get out of here before those wicked sorcerers discover us. She goes too slowly for the Zoomies team to be helpful. Guess our adventure's almost at an end. The coupon cafeteria is our final stop. So the ultimate destination of adventuring is a good meal. Not bad, right? Adventures take a toll on your body, so eating afterward is a must. That's right, and I've never seen someone as small as Miss Paimon. You're even smaller than Miss Siegeween. You should eat more so you can grow bigger. I think Paimon's fine just the way she is. Paimon thinks so too. Let's talk to Bran and see if we'll get something good. Yep, it'd be nice if it was the delicious tasse ragout, though. This movement comes later, I see. Greetings, Bran. Greetings, what can I do for you? 2 free meals, please. Negative. According to the Fortress of Maripede's coupon cafeteria regulations, only 1 free meal per day shall be permitted per person. I'm getting 1 for Paimon, too. That's right, don't forget about Paimon. Understood. Enjoy. I'll have 1 too. Understood. Enjoy. Let's open our meals together, alright? 3, 2, 1. Wow, mine's tasse rago. What did you two get? It certainly looks like food. Wow, this looks kind of disgusting. So, I got the only good meal? Will there be enough if we split it into 3 portions? There's even a fortune inside. What do yours say? Paimon's fortune says, luck only brings fleeting pleasure. Lifelong happiness requires hard work. Now Paimon's mad. 4th, your thoughts went to Arlecchino, 4th Harbinger, and Minato, 4th Hokage. How about you? Things happen. Don't take it personally. Just, wow. Mine says, misfortune is an illness, and caring friends are the cure. The 2 of you went on adventures with me, so you're definitely caring friends. But you got the disgusting meals. The sorceress said that I must remember to pay it forward, so now it's my turn to cure you. Let's go to the Rag and Bone shop. Yes, this one. Hello, Alvard. Hey, Skylark. Want a Fanta? We just got a new shipment. How about your friends? So this is the Rag and Bone shop. If you have coupons, we have everything from home supplies like Hydrophantasm Taint Be Gone to devices that can help you in the Pancration Ring. Our wares are trusted and loved by all and sundry. You name it, Rag and Bone Shop has it. Devices that help you? What do you mean? They're for regulars only. Or, if you happen to have friends who are our regulars, I suppose I can show them to you. Some of the meals in the Archon quest are RNG, but I see you weren't sure if it was scripted. I see. The special items must be pre-ordered, though, or if you're lucky enough, you might find what you want on the for sale list. We do have the other stuff stocked at all times. So, back to my question. How about some Fanta? I want everything in Uncle Alvard's store. That's not going to be a problem. Let's see, we're almost through with this shipment, and only food and drinks are left, but they'll cost you a good number of coupons. Really? Are you sure it won't be a problem? Problem? If you mean coupons, Cater gave me a ton of them, so I should have enough. The food and drinks here are really great, and you're going to love them, Miss Paimon. Cater said that coupons make unfair things fair. Only I got the delicious tasse rago at the coupon cafeteria, and that was unfair. So now I'm going to use my coupons to buy something delicious for the 2 of you. Something doesn't feel right. But Lenoir said there are plenty of delicious food and drinks. Estienne said that hunger and gross food reduce our work efficiency and put us in a bad mood. We're going to see Cater soon, and we want to be in a good mood when we see him. That's why we need to fill our stomachs with delicious food. We're counting on you, Uncle Alvard. Not the Miss Hina poster! More candy. Sakura flavored Fanta. The fucking Miss Hina poster. one above the poster is just a wooden plank. Yeah. And then above that is an egg that for some reason is like super expensive. Sure, thank you for the business. If Lenoir says so, we'll dig in. Yep, have a good meal, Miss Paimon. Feasting with Lenoir, everything that couldn't be finished ends up in Paimon's pack. That was amazing. Paimon's so full she can barely walk. She's getting sleepy too. Paimon, you don't walk. Why are we here again? Why are you here, Lenoir? That's a strange question. I've always been here. Paimon remembers now. We're supposed to be looking for Cater. Let's go, but I don't know if he's there. If not, we can wait. He might be back soon. I have some suspicions, but I'm not going to voice them just yet.
Surprise!
Squall and Fury.
Gillan, please.
Behold.
If Ito visited Fontaine, he would find himself in the fortress. He most certainly would. This went the wrong way. Nope, I need to go up. I'm just gonna teleport. Cater always tells me stories in the evening, so if he doesn't come back soon, just wait a bit and he'll be back for sure. He sounds like a great brother. Yeah, Cater is really good at telling stories. Oh, and look at my braids. He braided them for me too. Cater, I'm back! Welcome back, Lenoir. Oh, it's Cater, like Caterpillar. Oh my god, that's cute. Looks like you've made some friends. Yep. Miss Paimon is small and she can fly, but she's not a bird. She's not a Seelie either. Maybe a small oceanid? No wonder no one has seen anything like her or knows anything about her. Paimon's Paimon. That's right, Paimon's just Paimon. She's not a Seelie or an oceanid. Wait, you're Cater? You know, Paimon, I do wonder about the Seelie thing sometimes. You look to be about the same age as Lenoir. Nice to meet you. Please call me Caterpillar. Please don't be so formal. That feels so strange. Whoa, look at his hands! Reminds me of Arlecchino. I have concerns. Since you're Lenoir's friends, sure, I can do that. Wait a minute. We've heard the name Caterpillar before, haven't we? Have we? From who? Ah, that's right. Julian, the painter we met at Samudra Coast. Oh, do you remember him? So you're the caterpillar he mentioned. I don't remember the context of that. You've met Julian? He really went to Sumeru, huh? How is he? Well, you tell him about your meeting with Julian in Sumeru. According to Julian, his ability to paint everything exactly as he sees it came from you. Did you really give him that power? Oh. Is that really what he said? I can't decide if he was exaggerating. Whoa, it's his legs too. Wait, so he was lying? But the painting he made for Pepper looked so real, even though the color was a bit off. That was an ability he already had. What I did was to give him certainty. The purer the person, the more obvious the effect of such support is. Pure, huh? Well, he did look kind of gullible. And as for the marvelous bird egg, they're good for your health when consumed in moderation. I didn't know that he would break his certainty like that. I guess you could say that things turned out for the best, though. Anyway, both you and Lenoir are children, right? So is your guardian here? Why are the two of you in a place like this? Catter's not a child. Indeed, I am not. As for my present appearance, you can think of it as an illness of sorts. Hold up, his fingernails were white. Alright, that's not like Arlecchino, that's like a hilly churl. Huh, so that's how it is. I've been here for a long time, well, because of what I've done in the past. But it's more complicated for Lenoir. She was born here. Here? In the fortress? You're a strange one, Miss Paimon. I've already told you that I've always been here, haven't I? Agnes, her mother, was plagued by a chronic illness and passed away some time ago. I don't stick my nose into other people's lives, so I didn't know about their situation. But regardless, Lenoir wound up with no one to care for her. So his limbs look vaguely hilly-churly, and he says he's been here for a long time because of stuff that happened in the past. Lenoir said that he was really tall. I have suspicions. Maybe it's because I've been here for a long time, and Lenoir has taken to me, but either way, Estienne's asked me to look after her. I keep wanting to read this as, like, Estinian, like the character from Final Fantasy XIV. I don't even play that game. So that's how it is. But she shouldn't be here, right? It's not like she's done anything wrong. You're right. I'm just looking after her for now, and she really should be with her family. Unfortunately, she does indeed have family outside the fortress. So that's what she meant when she said she has a home she doesn't know about. Will she be able to reunite with them soon? About that, things are a little complicated, and I'm afraid it won't happen all that soon. How come? Because she doesn't have any proof of identity. Maybe Agnes didn't think of that either. She was the one who'd have needed to start the process to send Lenoir away from the fortress. How about her other family members? Estienne said that Agnes wrote them in the past, but that she never received a reply and thus stopped trying altogether. If they knew about the current situation, they might change their minds. That's why I want to take her to her family. And if they don't want to take her in, we'll figure something else out then. Why can't I stay here? Sure, there's an evil sorcerer, but there's a good sorcerer, and you're here too. I don't want to leave. Mother never came back after leaving the fortress. If I leave, does that mean that I'll never come back, just like my mother? And I'd never see you again either, Catter. Agnes left? I don't think she can comprehend what happened. Either way, this is no place for a child to grow up. How will a sprout bloom without sunlight? You should get out of this place, Lenoir. You've heard all the stories already. There's a real world outside and a family that you are connected to. I'll go with you, so you needn't be afraid. I believe you. You've never lied to me. But how will you get her out without proof of identity? Is there anything we can do to help? Is there some loophole or a back door we can use? There are options, but they're too risky. How about this then? Let's follow the rules, albeit not that strictly. How will that work? Every so often, Estienne will bring a few people with him to do some work outside. We will use this chance to get Lenoir back to her family. She doesn't have any proof of identification to begin with. And the disappearance of someone who never existed on paper isn't exactly going to make news here in the fortress. Makes sense. You aren't talking about Coupon Millionaire, are you? Paimon remembers Estienne saying that whoever gets the most coupons within a time limit will get the chance to go outside. Whoops, our coupons went straight to our stomachs. And Laurent spent a ton more cleaning the rag and bone shop out. We're sure to lose now. What are we gonna do? Cat cameo. One moment. Alright, had to feed the cats. We won't lose. If Catter says we'll win, we'll definitely win. Lenoir, Paimon suspects you aren't grasping the gravity of the situation at all. Can we get the coupons refunded? We can just say that she's a child who didn't understand the rules. As the transaction already took place, I'm afraid that won't be so easy. It's fine. The coupons I gave to Lenoir were for her to use as she pleased. This little mishap won't change the outcome. Paimon still feels kinda bad, though. Why don't we help you? Paimon remembers Estienne saying that you can play the game as a group. Really, Miss Paimon? You'll play the game with us too? Yep, and we'll win this thing together. With us here, this'll be a piece of cake. There are 4 of us, after all. Still, how can we get the most coupons in the least amount of time? I already feel much better knowing that you'll be helping us. Thank you both. As for how to get the coupons, I have a few ideas, but that can wait until tomorrow. You must be exhausted. If you don't mind, why don't you rest up first? There's enough space here. Good idea. If you're tired, why don't we call it an early night? Mr. Traveler, Miss Paimon, and I tried a really wonderful tasting Fanta. Miss Paimon drank a whole lot of it, but she didn't drop down at all. She must know a lot of powerful magic then. Yeah, Miss Paimon's so strong. There are some storybooks, detective novels, and a collection of papers published by the Fontaine Research Institute. Written on it is some common knowledge easily understandable to children. A purple pressed flower is tucked between the pages. Aww. Anything else to investigate? Nope. Alright. I'm feeling a little tired. Should we rest now? Let's rest. Catter, what story are you going to tell me today? I've already heard a lot of stories with heroes as the main characters. Today I'll tell you a story about a little girl then. Oh my goodness, hold on. Oh my god. She does these dramatic meows like the world is ending, and it makes me nervous. Like, it makes me think something's wrong. But I go to check on her and she's fine. Anyways, a little girl. Can a little girl also be the main character? Of course she can. It's her own story, after all. In other stories, she might be a hero herself, or even an evil dragon. There are all kinds of roles she can play. Long, long ago, there was a little girl who lived in a giant's garden. The giant took special care of the flowers in the garden, and wouldn't allow anyone to pluck even a single one of them. To keep intruders out, the giant built a towering wall around it. Because of this, the little girl living in the giant's garden had never set foot outside of it even once. The giant always told her that the world outside was a dangerous place, and that the garden was the safest place she could live in. And then what? Did the little girl listen to the giant? I bet she didn't. If she did, then the story would end there. You're right, the little girl never was one for doing what she was told. Uh-huh. As for the rest of the story, well, let's save that for next time. Wait, where did Caterpillar and the Noir go? Did we oversleep? Let's go look for them. Oh, it seems like we've come at a bad time. What's everyone doing here? If I'm not mistaken, you must be the traveler in Paimon. I'll come back to your question in a moment. I consulted the records from the last 100 years, and I couldn't find any record of a caterpillar. In light of this possible mislaying of documents, we'll need your cooperation to recreate them. There's nothing pressing about the matter if you ask me. What's the rush about? SDN, I often get the impression that you couldn't care less about restoring order to this place. I can't agree with your viewpoint. People who habitually indulge their every whim just can't see that too much freedom actually does them harm. I'll restore order to this chaos using my own methods. I'll advise you again not to stand in the way of my work. Chaos? Isn't that just another word for thinking on your feet? You know what? Forget it. Is Caterpillar your real name? Additionally, I'll need you to state your crime in as much detail as possible, the time, location, as well as the final sentence pronounced. The more details you provide, the greater the likelihood we'll have of retrieving your records. If your file was indeed lost, we can fill in a portion of your records based on your statement. I've been called Caterpillar for as long as I can remember. I think this name suits me best, and it's the closest thing I have to a real name. Real name. Caterpillar. Confirmed to be correct. Next, state your crime. I carried out a certain task under my master's orders. I failed, but some people suffered because of it nonetheless. This was my crime. Your master? I'll need their full name. Also, when did this occur? Unlike me, he has many names. This happened a long time ago. Are you messing with me? Everything I've said is the truth. His voice sounds too low to be that of a child. I apologize. Were you looking for a more dramatic account? Or for some lurid details to ignite your imagination? As for what happened that day, I could recount it sparing no detail. From the furnishings of that clandestine hall to the thoughts of my companion, which I've ventured to speculate on. But that's all just a fabrication of the mind made after the fact. We both know that's not what you're really after, for these are nothing more than stories masquerading as the truth. The real story has already been turned to smoke along with that barren garden. What you want to know is a purer truth. The truth is that the culprit is where he should be. The other minutiae and trivialities are of no significance to you. They're inconsequential and thus won't shake up your order in the slightest. There's nothing here for you to trouble yourself with. Everything is as it should be. The culprit is where he should be. There's nothing here for me to trouble myself with. Everything is as it should be. Compared to the temporarily missing file, surely the misuse of the Rochelle loudspeaker is a more obvious problem. Apart from the unauthorized use, we have also received a number of complaints recently of nervous breakdowns caused by its repeated use. You're right, Estienne. The guards have an even greater duty to put a stop to this sort of rule-breaking. We should investigate the matter immediately. What are we waiting for, then? Let's get this show on the road. Did this kid just, like, Jedi mind trick this dude? That's odd. Why did he flip at the drop of a hat? There's something fishy about this. Could it have something to do with that stuff Caterpillar said? Paimon just felt a little sleepy when she heard it. Let's just ask him directly. Bro, did you brainwash that dude? Sorry for the delay. About the way I said I got the coupons earlier. What did you do to him? Someone that aggressive doesn't seem like the type to take advice from anyone. Why would he give up so easily? Think he might have something to do with the Abyss? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just a few small tricks. The culprit is where he should be. This is an undeniable fact. Making someone as straightforward as him certain of an undeniable fact isn't exactly hard. Like that time with Julian? That's right, just like that time with Julian. I've been here for a long time, as you know. After staying in one place for a long time, it's only natural to pick up a few handy tricks to exert some degree of influence over your environment. Sounds a little suspicious. Changing a stubborn person's mind with just a few simple phrases almost sounds like magic. Could there have been times we were also influenced by magic without even knowing it? Would someone even realize that they're being influenced? Paimon was already a bit sleepy, but now her head is totally spinning. It's not as simple as it looks. There are always limits to the application of tricks like these, and the results aren't always what you'd hoped for. It's like with Julian. He always had a knack for art, but he lacked confidence because of his visual impairment. The certainty that he could draw well was always inside him to begin with. But in other cases, the concept of certainty is just too abstract, making it difficult to predict the outcome. So I did take a chance this time. I just thought that if he held us up here, it would keep delaying the plan to get Lenoir out of the fortress. Besides, I doubt you wanted to be questioned by him repeatedly either. Well, you've got to take chances to achieve your goals. You're absolutely right. Back to the matter at hand. If you've changed your mind and want to back out, I understand completely. Lenoir might be sad for a time, though. For her, playmates like you are hard to come by. We've already made a promise to her, so we can't just go back on our word now, right? A promise is a promise. Yeah, consider this our way of helping her out. Speaking of which, where is she? She went on an adventure early this morning, probably to rehearse for what's to come after she leaves this place. It's just as well. I have a few headaches to go take care of soon. You can usually get a reward for helping others, including the guards, take care of some headaches. Oh, we totally get that. Sounds just like some of the Adventurers Guild's commissions. I see. Would you two join me on this next commission, then? Sure. Where are we going? The abandoned production zone in the lower levels.
Swollen Fury.
Alright. Oh! Just almost fall to our doom, why don't we? There we go.
Behold! Search for it.
No one comes here anymore after the geode mine shaft was closed, and the devices here aren't meant for just anyone to handle. And that's exactly what happened this time. Someone tinkered with the drive valve and trapped their own companion. Uh-oh. Anyway, let's get it open to up the passage to Supply Warehouse 1. By the way, if they offer you a drink, you'd best say no. Who's going to offer us a drink, and why won't we be taking it? You'll find out soon enough. Concerning. Reminds you of that one Abyss Lector we made friends with, Enjo? My best friend, Enjo? Oh, I love Enjo. He's one of my favorite NPCs. Multi-directional connection control drive valve. A mechanical device which is exceedingly complex to operate. It can open and close the paths that lead from the abandoned production zone in various directions. When activated, the arrowhead-equipped core gear drivetrain and gear drivetrain will turn. Operate the device when the arrows are pointing in opposing directions to cause the device to stop spinning, upon which the path indicated by the core gear drivetrain's arrow will open. A mechanical device which is exceedingly complex to operate. It can open and close the paths that lead from the abandoned production zone. Oh, that's the same thing. Is that what I want? I don't know what I want. Okay, from today, all work related to the geode mine shaft has been suspended and all connecting paths have been sealed. Okay. To Supply Warehouse 1. To geode mine shaft. Ah, okay. I see. I understand. Nope, not quite.
Relax.
The outer ones, they point in different directions, so...
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Has aspects of the abyss, is tall, said to have magic. Yep. Is said to be tall, has magic. Yeah, I'm, like, very suspicious. I believe that this dude is probably a lector. Okay, so... Oh, I'm stupid. I was pointing it to the wrong place. Alright.
Too slow.
Squall Fury.
That was not the correct way. Gear drivetrain. Where is that? How do I acquire it? Oh.
The wind rises.
There we go. Me tool. Are you alright? I hope you weren't trapped for too long. My savior, you're finally here. Where's Koblenz? He's not with you? He told me about trapping you here and asked for my help, but he left because a guard interrupted us. I knew he wasn't reliable. He probably ran away because he felt guilty. I mean, how do you make money in business if you don't take risks? He was clumsy and too cautious to boot. I mean, pure water is one thing, but even Fanta is available nowadays. If Fanta is here, how are we supposed to survive? Oh. What, you like Fanta too? It's alright. A customer with taste, I see. Anyway, I have to settle this with Koblenz. By the way, has he paid you? Nope. Sometimes I want to stuff him in a large bucket. That'll make him reflect on what he's done. Anyway, please take these coupons. Take them, you two, if you would. What? You want us to take all of it? Of course. Thank you, then. We can go to the Rag and Bone shop later to see if they have anything new. By the way, I'd like to apologize for dragging you into this. I have some fresh health drinks. Would you like a bottle? Fresh health drinks? Yep. Healthier than pure water, in fact. Sure, I'll take one. Hey, didn't Caterpillar tell you not to take one? No, he didn't mean it. I already forgot about that. We already had a lot of drinks before coming here. But Paimon bets these drinks are good. We'll make sure to try one next time. Bad timing, huh? Well, come back when you get the chance. It'll be my treat. Anyway, I must go talk with Koblenz now. I have something else to take care of, so I need to get going. Don't worry too much about the coupons. I'll put the clues I come across on the blackboard. Let's meet up later. See you later. Complete commissions in the Fortress of Meropide to obtain credits.
Take it and have fun.
Interesting. Pure water is just syrup and lies. This, I don't know about this either. A lot of text. Yeah. I mean, I don't have trouble reading a lot of text normally, but I skimmed over that and I was just like, okay, this is not super important. But, it appears that it basically was just, yeah, these drinks aren't good. Oh.
Squall and Fury.
Alright, so... yeah, it said do commissions, but... alright. Don't care that you have the crafting recipe, you'll never make pure water.
Behold.
Ah, we've fallen way behind. It's true. I've gone to ask Estienne about the current situation, and this seems to be the case. Oh, geez. Let Paimon see. Ooh, looks like you got some coupons too, Caterpillar. Wait, aren't we still dead last? Even Darcy's ahead of us. He entered the competition by himself, didn't he? How can this be happening? Because he helped the guards take care of no small number of nuisances. For example, Miss Morglan often asks him for help. Paimon sees. Wait a minute, does that mean that he was so nice to us at the start because he could gain something from it? Also, we won't lose for sure, or won't we lose for sure if this keeps up? If only Paimon hadn't eaten so much at the Rag and Bone shop earlier. No matter, all that counts is the total number of coupons collected within the time limit. Using coupons you already have doesn't affect the total count. That means you can eat even more, Miss Paimon. Lenoir, our problem right now is that we're about to lose the competition. Aren't you guys the least bit worried? There's still plenty of time left before the end. We'll make it. We're going to take the lead straight from last place. Now I'm motivated. That does sound like your typical motivation story, sure. but can we really pull it off? You have to believe in yourself more, Miss Paimon. The heroes of the story are all sure of themselves. That's why they're the main characters. You're right, Lenoir. We're gonna win this thing. Tomorrow we divide and conquer. We'll reconvene here once we make some gains. Sound good? We'll make better time this way. Indeed, that sounds like a better plan. Also, if you don't mind, we can rest here, just like before. Sure, you can take a break now if you're tired. I was chatting with Miss Monglan. She said that Natlan's nothing like Fontaine, and that she really wants... Wait, so is it Monglan? And that she really wants to take a dip in a volcanic hot spring. A volcano. Is that a flaming mountain? And mountains are super tall mounds of rock and dirt, right? You'll get to see all of these things for yourself after you leave this place, whether it's volcanoes or anything else. Then let's explore those places together, Catter. Let's invite the Traveler and Miss Paimon, too. They'll definitely like that. Oh, to go to Natlan. Yep, let's rest. Catter, tell me more of the story about the little girl. Last time, we left off with the little girl living in the giant's garden. I bet she leaves the giant's garden, but how does she get out of there? One day, the little girl heard the sound of a woman's voice coming from beyond the towering wall. Kind-hearted giant, I am in need of the little purple flowers from your garden. Would you please give me some? The giant refused, of course, and furiously bellowed at the woman on the other side of the garden wall to leave at once. But the woman did not leave, and from a short distance away, she lamented that she had journeyed from afar for the little purple flowers in the garden, which she needed to cure a sick friend's illness. Hearing the woman's plight, the little girl felt sorry for her and her friend. The giant had so many flowers in his garden, surely having one or two less wouldn't hurt. Thus the little girl approached the garden wall and whispered to the woman that she was willing to bring the woman a few of the little purple flowers. Except, the little girl said, the giant wouldn't let her leave, and the garden's walls were so tall that she wasn't sure how she would be able to get the flowers to her from inside. From the other side of the wall, the woman told the little girl that she was actually a witch that knew of many magic spells, and if the little girl could bring her the flowers she needed from the giant's garden, she could use her magic to help the little girl leave that garden. A witch, you say? Did the little girl decide to help the witch? I bet she did. Otherwise, the witch wouldn't be able to cure her friend's illness, right? But the giant said she couldn't leave the garden. If she left, wouldn't she get punished somehow? It's getting late. Let's leave that part of the story for next time. They're not here. We should go see if there are any commissions that award coupons, right? Caterpillar probably went to get coupons elsewhere, but he left us some clues. The entrance to the Rift of Erosion. Maybe we'll even be able to get some coupons. Looks like Caterpillar left us a few coupon breadcrumbs to follow. Wait. Huh? We'll take our chances? Huh? That didn't tell me anything. What? There's an icon here. For this part of the quest, you just run around completing quests you find in the fortress. Okay, then. Alright, so this is the shop. Well...
Quit following me.
Yeah, no.
Squall and Fury.
Oh, cool.
Take it and have fun.
Behold.
So we just run around the fortress and look for stuff, huh?
Search for it.
Is there like an indicator of like when a person has a job for me? I would assume so.
Step on us.
What's that doing there?
Over here.
Like I see a quest pop-up thing on my menu. Up there somewhere. Or on my map, rather.
The wind rises.
There does not appear to be anything I can do with this one. What is the point of this? Just look for the usual blue exclamation point. Alright.
Squall and Fury.
Alright, quest, where the heck were ya? It was somewhere up here, I think.
Step on us.
Ah! Over here.
I'm out of here.
Oh, I remember you. Hello, what is it? Is there anything we can help with? It would be better if there's compensation. You didn't join Estien's game, did you? You should know when to stop. Nonetheless, there is something that I need your help with. Clinus should be repairing his device or whatever it is by the Rift of Erosion. Go help him out, would you? Just ask him for compensation. He won't object. We'll take care of it. And that is over there. How the heck do I get there? Oh, through here.
The wind rises.
Oh, is this...
Squall and Fury.
Never mind. I was gonna say, is this like the the escape tunnel, but no, I don't think so. I don't know what this is, what this place is. This is an area I have not been to before, I think.
I sure hope everything goes smoothly. I can't wait to open a business.
I feel as though I'm going to need that. Chat delay is making you lose your mind. Yeah, I don't know what the issue is. Just in time. Come help me out. You can read minds? That's scary. Galvarier sent us to help you. But how did you know that? Because you're the only ones here to help. Well, that makes sense. Anyway, the task is nothing difficult. The research terminal here requires 2 people to operate it simultaneously, and I've already entered the commands. Just walk over and pull the lever. I almost forgot. The charging device should be nearby. Please install the charging device first before starting. Yep, I already got it. And just to double check, you're not machine killers, are you? If the research terminal attacks me, then I guess I am. Why do you ask? I asked Galvana for help last time, and even though I only looked away for a moment, when I looked back, the terminal was already destroyed. I asked her what happened, but she couldn't tell me. I found out from her sister later that no machines can survive under her for more than half a day. Even Elaine Guillotine would have given up on her, I suspect. Even the repair fee was deducted from my compensation. If you're just like her, then all my hard work will be in vain. What a story. We're definitely not like her. Please don't worry. I'm counting on you then. Yeah, so the issue with chat, I don't know what is causing it, but like most of the time I need to like manually tab away from Genshin and over to OBS and like click on the chat to make it update. I don't know why. Looking good. If we weren't in a place like this, I would have hired you as my assistants. This is too easy. By the way, what does this device do? There was a rift that connected to the outside, and it had to be watched. Now we can just seal the passage with this device and save manpower. Huh. This is nothing new to the Fontaine Research Institute anyway, but since I have plenty of time, I modified it a little. What you're seeing now isn't even its final form, which was actually displayed at the geode mine shaft. I think I spoke too much. Just pretend you didn't hear anything. Is the final version more powerful? Of course, there are other components. Wait, why do you want to know? If you want to know the full extent of it, you can give it a try yourself. But if you're caught, don't say I put you up to it. Anyway, problem solved. Galvana no longer needs to come down too often, and I can take a break. Ah yes, I almost forgot about your compensation. Thanks for the help. Paimon wonders if this is enough. Should we meet back there first? I want to go take a look at that, because what the fuck? Wild.
The wind rises.
Huh. Anyways, I think I am gonna wrap up the stream for tonight here, actually. Because I got some stuff I gotta do. And, it's cold, also, so I want to go sit in my room with the space heater on. So, let me see. can do one more pull. 2 more pulls, actually. Ah, Novelet, please. Can't complain about a Xingqiu constellation. Alright. What is that? That is C5. Ooh, just one more. Ho 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 ho. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna wrap up. Tomorrow we are going to be playing Eve, which is a classic RPG Maker horror game. It's one of my favorite games ever. So I hope to see you guys for that. Thank you to everybody who stopped by.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.